Welcome to another webinar session, KaribaWorld. Guys, first of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you that are attending this session with us today as we share more and more information and introducing KaribaWorld to the world. I think I will just hop into the presentation where I will start introducing KaribaWorld to all of us. This is KaribaWorld because we care. Our website, www.karibaworld.co.za. Our email address, which is one of our most important email address, info@karibaworld.co.za. The next slide is here. It's basically a complete summary of all of KaribaWorld services. KaribaWorld, the services that we offer: number one, to the unemployed persons, access to international jobs, group mentorships. This is a package on its own. The other service, to the employed persons, similar, access to international jobs, group mentorship. Later, we are going to hop in to say why we have a mirror image of the two. Anyhow, we also have a premium package. These are all subscription packages which offers access to international jobs, group mentorship, and it includes CV review. This is a complete CV revamp at this stage. We will be introducing another additional Premium Plus package, and this will be introduced within the next 2 months. Why? Because we are busy with new upgrades of our website. There is a whole lot that will be coming into the existing website. We'll hop into that as we reach the website, as we go through the website. But however, this will also include access to international jobs, group mentorship, one-on-one mentorship, CV review, and we will also be marketing your CV for you whilst you are in the comfort of your existing job or in the comfort of your own home. So you don't have to worry. This is a one-stop shop. We will run this for you. We also offer, as already highlighted in this previous two packages, we have the CV review services, which is offered currently, we say unemployed, those who are unemployed, and also those who are currently under employment. I will touch base on this one again later, the unemployed and the employed, because what we will be doing with the new revamp is we're going to specify to say, instead of unemployed, we're going to go less than 5 years experience. The employed will replace with more than 5 years of experience, because currently what is happening, we have those people who are unemployed, but they have a lot more experience and the CV is quite loaded, and we want to maintain the quality. Next slide. This is now the heart of our presentation. As earlier I had said, our website is karibaworld.co.za. Myself, being the program founder and CEO, having over 25 years engineering experience, mainly in mining, minerals, and oil and gas. My areas of specialty: maintenance, design, and project management. I have always been very passionate in terms of doing mentorship, coaching, From my days as a university student, I have always been hooked into mentorship and coaching. KaribaWorld Group is registered both in South Africa and in the UAE. Others will ask why UAE, me being a South African, because KaribaWorld, the name says for itself, KaribaWorld. We are global. We are not just focusing in one space, we global, all four corners of the world. So our UAE, which will be the main head office, will be the core office to access all corners of the world. Important contacts, we still have the info at karibaworld.co.za, the admin at karibaworld.co.za. Anyway, as said, these are our important contacts. Services that we offered, as I have explained in the previous slide, this being our services, mentorship, coaching, CV reviews. We prepare individuals for interviews. This will also be tied up with the mentorship and the coaching. We have international jobs on our website that are live. The last time I checked, we had more than 40,000 jobs from the international market, which we're going to hop in a few minutes. KaribaWorld, currently, we are made up of about 43 mentors from all diverse backgrounds, and also others university students. Some are new graduates, some are working professionals. And since our core is mentorship, coaching, even within KaribaWorld Group, we have all these various departments. And what is happening here is there is a whole lot of learning that is going through inside here. We exchanging ideas. We already embarked on coaching and mentorship within each and every team, as most of our team members, some are still young, studying, others, as I said, new graduate, zero experience, and others who are well experienced in their field of study, but we exposing everyone to each and every team. So this is what is happening. We have our HR, legal, admin, CV review, IT data, content creation, YouTube and podcast, webinar, live webinars, and group mentorship. We have the marketing team. We have the accounts, looking after a subscription. This is the new additional leg which is coming here, CV marketing. So this is the leg we are activating in the next 2 days. We are activating already. We are set up. We are ready to go. We want people to be able to say, here is my resume. Number one, you can review it, revamp it. Number two, you can assist me to apply for jobs internationally. And you will be able to give us a selection of which countries you want us to apply a job for you. And we will be able to do our best and satisfy your needs. Now, and then on a week by week basis, a spreadsheet will be shared with whoever we are marketing their CV to say, for this week, these are the job applications we made for you. This is a record for you. And if there's any responses, obviously they will come back to the owner of the resume. Now, as said, our website, KaribaWorld, we're going to hop into the KaribaWorld website now. This is KaribaWorld. Does it show the website? Okay. Now we are into the website. This is KaribaWorld website. When you enter the website, this is the first home page that one comes into contact with. These are all clickable. It's the first home page, KaribaWorld, which is the same. And then as we scroll down, for now, I will just scroll down. There is a whole lot of upgrades that will be coming here. Since currently we only have this as our header, we also going to add to the website, you know, international scholarships, international institutions, being your universities, for those who want to apply for financial aid, for scholarships, for bursaries. Over and above that, for those who just want to apply to whichever international institution out there, we want to just show people that it is possible. Anyone can go and study anywhere in the world, and anyone can find a job anywhere in the world. Obviously, there's steps that one needs to take to redirect themselves in the correct direction. Now, welcome to KaribaWorld Coaching and Mentorship. I'm not going to dwell into this. We have our services here, and this link takes you to our YouTube video. What is coming here is we are now subscribed to Trustpilot. We're going to have our reviews floating here in this space. There will be live reviews. And these services that we have here, we're going to also move them up. However, at this stage, I'll just take you through what we have on the website. We currently have 3 months subscription, 6 months subscription, yearly subscription. As I stated earlier, for the unemployed, for the employed, premium members. And we have the premium plus that we will be introducing in the next month or two. Now, this $3 that you see here is for 3 months. It means $1 a month. Very competitive price. $6, which is the same, 3 months. We have your unemployed, employed. And this, we have done our best to keep the prices as affordable as possible, but still maintain value for your money. Here, now, with this one, in terms of the premium membership, we have added the CV review, which comes part of the package. And why we have it here in the minimum 3 months is if we were to say now for 1 month, it looks like it will be $5, and then we include a CV review, it will not be a good business decision. So at least we say minimum 3 months. So we bring it here. And these prices, obviously, we're introducing KaribaWorld to the world, and these are our current package prices. We don't know what will happen in the future, the state of our economies in our different countries. And someone will ask why we're using US dollar currency. Just to go back to it, we use currently the US dollar currency because we are global. And it is, a currency that is known worldwide and is easy to relate to. So we stick to the US dollar. However, with the new website revamp that is coming, we have asked the designers to look at if you are accessing the website in your home country, that is it possible, can it convert to reflect these prices in your local currency, which is something they are looking at, because now when you make a purchase, when you check out, that's when it starts converting. So my question with them, I said, look at it to say if we can do the conversion right here in this space. Yes, and this a sign of our diversity, our mentorship and coaching process, all shown here. Those who love reading, I will not dwell too much. And also at the bottom here, we have frequently asked questions. Some people have questions. We will keep on updating this list of questions so people can be clued up. And here we can see at the bottom right how many visitors we have. This was only implemented about now maybe 12 days or 13 days ago, which is almost 2 weeks. So we can see the number of total site visits for the past 2 weeks, 3,800, which is, I don't know, maybe almost those who know mathematics, they can assist us. But yeah, 3,800 is the number that of visits to the website since 2 weeks ago. Now, let's go to the next step where people, I know excitement, people, they want to see the jobs. So we'll take you to the jobs. I think this is what most people really want to experience. These are international jobs, not just local jobs in South Africa or whatever home country. Oh, now I see. Now our jobs are picking up. We were on 42,000 2 days ago, or 43,000. Now I see 52,000. But 3 weeks ago, we were already at 73,000 because some of the jobs obviously already taken. So this program, what it does, every hour it recycles itself. It recycles and say this job now is taken. This job is taken. This here a new job has come through. Let's maybe look at someone will say France or whatever. I don't know. I like always looking at something like Saudi because people love Saudi. You know, people really love Saudi. So, and there's a whole lot of upgrade that is coming here in terms, even now, if I go here, the whole interaction from your filtration system to the jobs, and from the jobs, you'll see we're going to go to you uploading the CV. There is a whole lot of upgrade that is coming into this system to make the user experience easy, smooth, user friendly. Now, let's say we have a job. Somebody here, people love Saudi. I can see full-time Riyadh user experience business specialist. Okay, maybe let's say integrity engineer, because we just have so many, multiple job titles out there that people are not familiar with. When we click on this one, we can see energy job line. This is a recruitment company in Saudi Arabia. And someone will ask, why does this system still take us to a recruitment company? Why is it not taking me directly to the corporate company, which in this case is Aramco, Saudi Aramco? And the reason is simple. So even companies like Saudi Aramco, it's very seldom they go and advertise jobs on their own because they know there's thousands and thousands of people who are interested in working for them. So for them to run through shortlisting interviews, it's a headache. So Saudi Aramco are those type of companies that will prefer to outsource. They have a couple, they call them vendors. These recruitment agencies, they'll call them vendors. That they say, okay, we have a contract with you, every 5 years we renew. You will go and find the people or the specialties that we are looking for. This is what we give you. This is about us. Overview. Now, key responsibilities of the job, they give to the recruitment agent. Then they will say minimum requirements. These are the minimum requirements. This is the working environment. And then they say, go and look for this type of candidate. Date posted, you see, fresh, 20 February. This is today. And someone will see expiration date here. Why? Because when the jobs are posted here, the current system maximum that it leaves the job on our platform is 2 to 3 weeks. Then it needs to go back and say, are you still available or not? Or are you taken? That's what this program is doing. So now we clicked here. This is Energy Job Line. They are in Saudi. We can also go to them. Now I click this recruitment agency. We have 39 jobs with this company. 39 jobs since today, only today. Let's look. We have landscaping and public. This was posted 3 hours ago. This system is live, people. It's not dormant. It's not sleeping. This is a live system. As I said, every hour it's going through all the markets, from recruitment agencies, corporate companies, your LinkedIn, your job Indeed, gulf.com. It goes, searches any job market platform on earth, and then it says these ones are active, these ones are active, these jobs are taken. And this is what now is happening here. All this came through in the last 3 hours. All these jobs are here in Saudi Arabia. You can see Saudi Arabia. If I click on one of them, let's say maybe I'm interested, I say I want to apply for this job, and then I can come here, I can start with my application process. I say, let me apply. Here it is, corrosion engineer. Corrosion engineer, where? Saudi Aramco. Now, I can read through. Those who like reading through, you can even share it if you like, up to you. I'll read through everything. I want to see what's happening. And then I can click the apply here, or I can go with the apply here in this spot. So this is what's happening. This is one of the jobs I was just showing you guys an example. Now, let me take you to part of the CV area, that into the dashboard. Number one, we have the CV. When you come to the dashboard here, you have your CV. For now, myself, I have already uploaded my CV. I can upload to as many CVs as I wish. Why? Because even a person like myself, usually in engineering, we have this. I'm a project engineer. I can work as a fabrication engineer. I can work as a maintenance engineer. I can work as a project engineer. I can work as a condition monitoring engineer. There's so many things I can do. I can work as a design engineer. So I can have a CV for each one of those here. And this is my current CV, which I just uploaded just as a sample here. And this is also another service. When you do your CV review for the Premium Plus, we're going to also create a digital CV for them, digital CV. And we can discuss further later about this one, how to do it, how one to get it, and all of this. And yeah, it shows even here candidate overview, lead project engineer, engineering, bachelor, whatever. This is all I have. And then I've also attached my CV, which I can print here. My CV is saved on the system. Yeah, and then here, obviously, applying for jobs take you back to this jobs here. You will need to upload your CV here before you can start applying for jobs. And we have also, this is now the one-on-one mentorship. What is happening here, what we are changing, because guys, we only launched KaribaWorld platform exactly a month ago. So when we're starting off, we know we get a lot of feedback from our members and feedback from the public on how we can improve our platform. Now, one of the feedback is that when we have now the premium or the premium plus package, then they don't have to pay. They already paid. They have already paid the premium package, which qualifies them to book here one-on-one. For us at this stage, we can say, okay, when we are on the Premium Plus package, you qualify for let's say 1 or 2 one-on-one mentorship session. But this is over and above the group mentorship session, which is offered to everyone. Now, let's say maybe somebody wants mentorship for education, for guidance, for employment, for career growth. You can go with any one of these and you can select. Even here, we will make some changes here. We have our beautiful people here, beautiful faces here. We are going to upgrade this so that it is as per discipline wise. So if I book someone like Mujalefa, then I can come and say, oh, this guy is available here from the 22nd, which is Saturday. Let me book him for this times. Then you punch in your details. But as I said, we are now upgrading this. We are going to clean it up. Within another week or so, we will clean it up because our premium members, we don't want them to pay a penny. This price is already included in their subscription. We can also submit here your CV for review. You can purchase the package first, and the price is very cheap. When we go back, CV review packages, one can see. At this stage, we have $6 for our unemployed member and $12 for our employed member. As I said, just to reiterate, we are upgrading this to less than 5 years of employment, more than 5 years of employment. And now, since this was a special, this is only temporary, it was a special. We have people subscribing to these packages, and we are receiving a whole lot of excellent reviews on our Trustpilot platform, which is going to be crossing this website in the near future. So people can get first-hand experience and say, oh, this is the truth. These people, they mean what they say, and they say what they mean. Now I'll have the open floor questions. And apologies, we had just a couple of glitches with the internet when we started off. So you guys, we can go through question time. Anyone, the floor is yours, guys. Mr. Junaid, how are you, brother? Dr. Kamar, open floor for questions. Any questions?
So I see you've shared the jobs with us it's on the platform. How does this differ from other platforms that also share jobs?
Okay, good question. So you say you're looking at the live jobs on the platform, and when you look at the jobs, you say the first question is, how do these jobs differ, when you compare them to other platforms? This is what is happening. As I was saying earlier, these jobs are recycling. The whole program is recycling. Number one, there's 2 recycles every hour, and you have the set period, which is, I think, 3 weeks. When a job lands on our platform, it is given 3 weeks to say to the program, this is a reminder, go and check. Even though you are checking every 1 hour, go and check again this one. It's been here for 3 weeks. Just check, just make sure. And now what this does, it gives you that assurance to say, oh, these jobs are actually live. These jobs are actually vacant. You don't want to be going to a platform where you will start applying, but these jobs are already taken, they are dormant. So you cannot be, applying for jobs that are not actually available. It's a waste of your time, it's a waste of your energy. You want to be with a platform that is live, a platform that will obviously, the jobs basically are not fake. You know, I'm applying for this, this is available. If I don't get the job, it is not because the job is not at the time available. It's because maybe there's someone better than me, so I need to improve. Yes, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, that answers my question. Just one more from my side.
Yes.
When I send my CV for a review to your team, will they then be able to link me with one of your mentors that fits my career path?
Okay. This is now what is happening. Remember now, with the packages, we have the standard package. The standard package, which currently we have, as we said, employed, unemployed. Then we have the premium package. Obviously, this one is paying slightly more. We have to, give extra care. But for the standard packages, what happens is we have the group mentorships, which we are going to activate within the next week or so, where everyone who is a standard member or a basic member will have one session a month for free. If they need a second session, a third session, that will come at a $1 price, and the time can go even up to 5 hours with the whole group. But the setup is that with the group mentorship, we will inform people a week or two beforehand and say, share your questions or whatever concerns or whatever it may be. Share it with us the latest 2 days before the session. And then during that session, we are going to do our level best to respond to each and every question to the best of our knowledge. And this is the reason why we need those questions at least minimum or maximum 2 days before the session. So we do enough research. Most of those questions, we already know them because we've been getting them over and over again. We just say in terms of cases where something new comes through. And if we don't have the answer, we have to be honest to say, in this case, we are not sure. Give us a little bit more time. We are going to do our research. Now, coming to the premium members, where we are going to be doing the one-on-one sessions now. That is a bit intense, where, because you are a premium member, number one, we always advise everyone to say, you come, you are a premium member. Obviously, there's the CV review included. We assist with the CV review. Already starting with the CV review, there's also usually what we have experienced, there's at least one interview we have to set with you, whether a Zoom session or a call, to gather more information. And during that time, we get to know you better. And already, even just reviewing your CV, we already know, oh, you need support in these areas of your career path. And when we do the one-on-one session now, because now we have done your CV review, we already had the first session with you. Even that call already is a mentorship on its own. So now when we come now, we formulate the whole mentorship. You make the appointment, we come within our team. When we say one-on-one, it might just be you, the one person, but there might be 3 of us, because we want to make sure that you get the best experience with us. And we have a lot of guys who are well experienced in their career streams. And, maybe someone even later might ask, what is mentorship? How is it different to coaching? Because even when we do the mentorship, there will definitely be a mix of coaching, because it cannot just be career limited. When we do the mentorship, that's why we say KaribaWorld, mentorship and coaching, because they go hand in hand together. I hope that answers for now, Brad.
Yes, that answers. Thank you.
Shanana. I can take the next question. I think we have another 15 minutes or so. We have another 15 minutes or so. Questions? Oh, sorry. You wanted to ask? Okay.
Yes, yeah, I'm asking on behalf of Reman because he's got signal issues. So he's got a
Okay.
question here. Says, can you create an ATS compliant CV according to Gulf standards for fresh graduate? Because I will be completing my degree next year. I'm proficient in project management tools such as Primavera, P6, Microsoft Project, PowerPoint or Power BI, and software like Microsoft Word.
Yes. Yes. Definitely what we have here on our platform, as I said earlier, we have the CV review team. And this CV review team, our CV review process, it goes into 3 stages. Stage number 1, once we receive your CV, it goes through a checklist. And the checklist, we have a standard checklist, but obviously when we go through it, whatever is required on the checklist, the way we have designed and structured it, is it doesn't really matter if you're going to look for a job in the Gulf or in the Western country or in Africa or Asia. We have designed it in such a manner that whatever the information that is required there is what each and every ATS system, there's more than 20 different ATS systems, but for job hunting, these are the minimum requirements which we have in the checklist. Now, when we do the checklist, this now I'm responding to our friend. When we do the checklist, if there's any information that is outstanding, immediately we'll have try and make contact with the CV or our client, the CV owner. Once they feed us that information, we take it to the step number 2. This is when now we do the actual review of the CV. And when we do the review of the CV, we review the CV. Now, this is where we will prefer to have a call with the CV owner to say, yes, you shared with us your CV. You have provided all this information that was outstanding on the checklist. And 90% of the time, the people give us the information, but it's still lacking a bit. So that's why we prefer to have the interview. And even as part of the interview is to get an idea, where do you want to, apply for jobs? Where in the world, whatever. It's just good, background information. Because now once we go and we use our platform, remember, for those who are not aware, I'm already 10 years in the Gulf. And we have people who are also more than 10 years with me in the Gulf, part of the CV review team. And even those who are more than 10 years experience in African and other countries. So all these minds are in one spot. So when I review, I know each and every detail of what is required for a Gulf acceptable CV. Number 1, I've been involved even in the interviews and shortlisting of CVs for jobs locally and stuff like that. So the experience I have, and even the other guys who are in the team. So the platform that we use also, we are able to say we want a specific CV for Gulf. And I can also say I want to generate a specific CV for Western country. But that does not mean that we're going to just follow what the system is doing. Everything, as I said, we already built from the checklist. We had also the midterm, I call it the midterm interview and the CV review. Now here we're just finalizing, checking the wording and everything. After that, the CV will now go for final proofreading. When they do the proofreading, the team, before it can go back to the client. When it goes back to the client, we say, client, look at the CV. If you have edits that you think we need to introduce, you can also advise. But many a times, so far, we haven't had anyone who even says, I have some edits, unless if it's just basic stuff, but not really related to technicals and whatever. No. So yes, to answer it short, if they want a job in the Gulf, we have the expertise to design your CV based on Gulf's requirements.
Okay. All right.
Over and above that, including the mentorship.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
he's got another question. I'm not sure if there's anybody else. He says here, does KaribaWorld provide support in preparing for job interviews for the construction and oil gas industries?
Yes, which is one of our services already included. The cheapest subscription already, it includes, as I said, access to the international jobs, mentorship coaching, preparation for interviews. So now, what we do, it's actually even better for someone who from day one asks or subscribes also to a CV review. With that initial interview, doing the CV review, that is already the first leg of preparing you for an interview. Why? Because now we don't want to review your CV in the dark. We don't want you to give us your CV raw, and then a day, 2, 3 days later, you receive a final product. You don't even know, how did my CV get from point A to B? No, we don't want that. We are mainly mentorship and coaching. So when we review your CV, that's where the mentorship and coaching starts. And when we take you through why we are rectifying your CV or remodeling your CV the way we're doing it, we give you reasons, we justify everything. That already is preparing you for whatever interview you might come across, because now you are conversant with what is on your CV. That's where it starts. And even after now you have your CV, it's sorted, you want to start applying for jobs. When we run those group mentorship programs, we will be directly or indirectly also preparing everyone who will be attending those sessions for any type of interview that they might come across. We will also giving them a whole lot of information, even in terms of countries, which countries for them specific, which countries maybe might be best for them to apply based on the career path and the experience they have already acquired, and obviously where they want to see themselves. So all of this is a package which is now preparation for whatever interview that one may come across.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not sure if OT is here. If you can see on your side, because he also put in some questions. Is he here?
No, he's not here.
Okay, let me just quickly put in some questions from him. Do you have companies which directly recruit from those who signed up for KaribaWorld?
Maybe explain it. What does it mean by companies recruiting directly for KaribaWorld? I want to just make sure. Or maybe read the question again.
Okay. Do you have companies which directly recruit from those who sign up to KaribaWorld?
Oh, okay. No, that's not what we're doing. I will just reiterate, but it's a good question. It's a good question, but it's something that in the future we are looking at, because when we embark on such a program, we cannot just go full force on everything. We have to take things step by step. And as we grow, there's learnings and there's improvements that we implement. However, at this point in time, KaribaWorld, we have the live jobs that are on the platform. KaribaWorld also, just to to stress this, because sometimes people think that KaribaWorld, we are also a recruitment agent. We are not. But we don't know. Maybe in future somebody might come and say, Kariba, you already have the job. Why don't you also become a recruiter? For now, no, we're not going to do that. The main purpose of KaribaWorld is mentorship, coaching. The job part is only a bonus For us, even myself, we're not interested in the jobs. It's a bonus. Why? Because KaribaWorld has realized that there's a huge gap out there where people, they want the whole package under one roof, being your mentorship, your coaching, CV review, preparation for interview, even international jobs that are reliable, that are live, that people can start applying for. And over and above that, as I said, with the upgrade, what else is coming? We are bringing scholarships, bursaries, financial aid for those who want to go and study anywhere abroad. We are bringing all of that to this platform. This is something also we are looking at. And not only that, even in terms of the jobs, we already have acquired reliable links where they will be integrated to the website for governments. You have governments with their embassies, they all have jobs that they want, as they have relationships from one government or one country to another. Every time they go and update to say, they might say today, Germany is looking for nurses from South Africa. Here's a link. We need those people. So this is what now is also we are going to add now, which you cannot find anywhere. This is only with embassies, but also is going to become part of KaribaWorld. I hope that answers the question for now.
For OT, yes.
Yes.
I'm not sure if this one is relevant. It also comes from Reman. There's two of them actually. I think you might have answered one, which is how can Kariba assist me in finding planning engineer job opportunity in the GCC region? And the last one from him, it talks about what is this? Okay, does KaribaWorld provide assistance in creating strong LinkedIn profile to attract recruiters?
Okay, yes. Let me start with how KaribaWorld can assist him to find a planning engineer's job in the Middle East or GCC. Yes. Now, when you go, as I just showed a few minutes ago, I went into the website under the job tab and I filtered Saudi Arabia. Obviously, for now, we did not go through all the jobs, but you can further filter and say not only Saudi Arabia, but planning engineer. And then you start applying. This is not also only in Saudi. A lot of people, when they say GCC, I know this is Gulf countries, meaning Saudi. You have your UAE, your Bahrain, you have, all these places. Definitely, there are active jobs, especially engineering is, there's a lot of jobs under engineering all over the world. It's number one, that is, highly available jobs. But if we are also obviously to assist him there, it goes back to say, our friend, let's look at your CV. And then we are going to say your CV, is it on the level that you can go and apply? If you agree, you say, okay, let's review your CV. Let's update it. Let's revamp it. Because sometimes you don't just want just a CV that is as is. You will keep on applying and then you wonder why I'm not getting noticed. Why? Because your CV is not marketing you well. I know this guy says he's a student now, and in the near future, they will complete their studies. The other question is now, when you are a student currently, this is part of the mentorship. As a student now, what are you doing in your own space? What are you doing to make sure that your resume, your CV now is getting fruit? Because everyone must have a CV. So if you have a CV with all these sections, and the only section growing is your qualifications, then you definitely need to start doing more work on the other sections, being experience, career experience also. Even though, this is one thing I tell people, don't wait until you graduate to say, I'm going to look for a job. No. Do whatever it takes, even the time when you are studying. If it means you go work for free, do it. But the main thing is you are getting the experience, then your CV is getting protein, it's getting nutrients. So that when you now qualify, you graduate, you don't have an empty CV. So you need to start now whilst you are studying. And in terms of LinkedIn profile, at this stage, we are not doing it yet, which is, it's part of us in the near future to say, now we are ready. Let's publicize the service. We are going to do it. At this stage, if we just start doing it, I don't see the quality being there because we are still focusing in other areas, and we want to make sure the quality is the best that we can give out there at the cheapest affordable price.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. I think I've got the last one from Chris. Okay. I think
Yes.
this one will, a lot of people are going to ask this. Do I get a job after subscribing with KaribaWorld?
Okay. Good question. Very good question, because this is what probably everyone, when you subscribe, you're hoping, okay, I'm going to find a job. So if I'm going to promise people that you'll find a job subscribing to KaribaWorld and say 100% going to find a job, I'll be lying. But what I can tell you is KaribaWorld is the platform to be, because you will have access to those international jobs that are live. You will have access. You will have access to have your CV reviewed. You will have access to a whole lot of mentorship, whether group mentorship or one-on-one mentorship. You will be able to prepare if in the case there's an interview. Even long before the interview, we're already preparing you. But the most important is that you join KaribaWorld, you'll have access to knowledge, to information, to knowledge. This is power, number one. Before even the job, already just joining up, there's so much information that will be shared amongst KaribaWorld subscribers. Just like now, just to take it one step further, we're gonna even have the newsletters. The newsletters that will be coming through on a month-to-month basis, and the frequency might improve as we go along during with those letters. There's going to be a whole lot of information from education, career guidance, and even, closing the gap between you in your current state to where you want to be. So this is the platform to be. The jobs are live, and the money is like insignificant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Knowing what services are out there, the first thing that people actually look for is Google reviews, because you want to know about the company. Now, Zakir is asking here, where can the user check for feedback or reviews for the services?
Excellent question. Now, this, once you start, programs like this one, so for any business, you want to gather, honest reviews out there, so that whatever service I give, and I promise that I'm gonna give you this type of service with this level of quality at this price, the client, after receiving all of this, now in their own space, you want them to go out there alone, not handheld, and say, this, I had this relationship with KaribaWorld for this period of time, and this is the service that brought me and KaribaWorld together, and this is how I feel, in their own space, with honesty, absolute honesty and transparency. So currently, we are active on Trustpilot. We are subscribed. We're already receiving a lot of reviews there. And this will also be tied to the Google reviews, which, as I said earlier, all of this will be going live on our website. And why we want it to go live, so that somebody doesn't say, oh, so this, it had time on the Trustpilot, maybe somebody went there to make modifications or whatever. No, as soon as you punch it in, I need people to rush to the website, or when they punch it in, they must also be looking at the website like this. Once this is implemented, to say, oh, it's coming through, they did not edit, okay? And Trustpilot, remember, that's why it's called Trustpilot, because when you upload a review there, they also ask you to verify yourself. So it's not just a basic Google review where you just put whatever review, you are gone. No, this is why we opted, number one, for Trustpilot. But we do understand people are not familiar with it. We also bringing in the Google reviews to the platform. Yes.
Okay, just to go out with the bang now, what is your rating, KaribaWorld, on Trustpilot?
The current rating is 4.6 out of 5. That is the current, 4.6 out of 5. That is the current rating, because even Trustpilot, they have their own